Here's an article from 1872, and I thought it was interesting. It's titled Tinkering the Dictionaries. And it says the Jewish messenger contains the correspondence between A.S. Solomons, right, a Jew of Washington, and the publishers of Webster and Worcester's dictionaries, in which Mr. Solomons, the Jew, seeks to have the lexicography of the verb to Jew rectified, which really he just wants it erased, so as to spare the feelings of the Jewish portion of the community, right? This verb in Webster is defined, quote, to cheat or defraud, to swindle, right? So people knew what to Jew was, meant to cheat people, because that's what Jews did and do. They always have all throughout history. Hence, you have the term. It didn't come about for no reason, but the Jews don't like that. So it says the complaint is that this definition does violence to the religious feelings, but it has nothing to do with religion. It's racial. Jewishness is racialness, and why Jews lie has to do with their racial makeup. It has nothing to do with religious feelings or religion or anything else. That is one of the Jewish lies. Um, so anyway, by assisting to perpetuate the bigotry of the past age, no, it's actually just being aware of who you're dealing with. After some attempts to substitute a new definition, both the Merriams and Brewer and Tileston have acceded to this view, and in no future editions of either Webster or Worcester will the verb Jew appear. However satisfactory this may be to the Jews as Jews, is it satisfactory to them or to anybody as users and students of the English language? Exactly, it's a fair question. To Jew is a real term, real word. It's used for a reason and not made by them, but by actual, you know, white Aryan people who needed to come up with a term or a word so they could be aware of who they're dealing with. And that word was to Jew, which means that person's a cheat. But the Jews didn't like that. And so here, 150 years ago, you can see the Jews somehow put pressure on these dictionaries to change or remove this word. And I'm sure since then that has happened thousands of times with other words. So, and just, I mean, you can just see history in general has been erased by the Jew. So,